This is an ECNL game weekend. I woke up at 6:45 to get ready for the day. I have the luxury of a hot tub, so I decided to hop in there for a couple minutes. Then I showered and brushed my teeth. Then took my dog on a walk for around a mile. Made some breakfast. For breakfast, I had 2 pieces of toast and 3 eggs, drizzled with some honey. Alright, so in this cooler we got some goodies. We got an energy drink, water, honey, bread, blueberries. Our breakfast, 3 eggs and 2 pieces of toast, a couple bananas, and that's basically it. Got on the road around 7:50 and then had a 4.5 hour drive. On the drive, I did around an hour of reading, took a nap, and watched some shows. I didn't end up starting, but after a few minutes into the game, they get a massive chance and end up finishing, so we go down 1-0 early. A couple minutes later, we get a free kick and win a pen. Emon with some beautiful composure finishes it, and we go 1-1. We get subbed in the 20th minute. My first action is a miss pass, but they end up mispassing back, and then we're on the attack. I get the ball here, kind of don't know what I'm doing, and just end up winning a corner. Here Diego gets the ball down the line, plays it across, and JC finishes. Then we go up 2-1. Here's a long ball over the top. I flick it over to Diego. Diego flicks it to X. Around 10 seconds later, X gets down the line, plays it across, and Diego finishes with a beautiful finish. Here I get the ball, kind of a missed touch, and play it over the top. I should just play simple to X right there so he can have an easier pass, so Kylan doesn't get trapped like he does right here. Here's a corner, I run front post, and Jack right behind me heads it in. It's a great header. We go up 4-1. Once again, I flick it over, and Diego ends up in the corner. After around 10 seconds, X gets the ball down the line here, plays it across. I run front post and just miss. I watched this around 10 times, but all I have to do is back up and go back post. No one is there. There was only one half of film, but after the game, I went and watched our older team play. And then headed to the hotel and got checked in. Got some food on the way to the hotel, just some pizza and some chicken parm with some pasta. Stretched a little bit and then just laid down and watched some TV until around 8:30 and went to bed. Woke up the next morning at 7:30, showered, brushed my teeth, and then had some breakfast. Breakfast was just a bagel, peanut butter, and a muffin. And then did a little bit more stretching to loosen out for the game. Had an energy drink. And then just watched Prim until we had to leave. Left around 9:20 and then headed to the fields. Got to the fields around 9:40 and then it was game time. Here's my first action of the game. Kind of ball into my feet. I kind of flick it over, but then the center back gets his body in the way. Here's a huge chance. Emon flicks it over and I kind of cut in and I slide and the keeper makes a good save. They end up winning a pen and end up converting, so we go down 1-0. Here's a long ball, X flicks it in behind and I'm in, and the goalie and me go for it, and I kind of just take him out. Here I end up getting a yellow card, which is very unfortunate. Literally 30 seconds later, I flick it to Amon. Amon chips it right in behind, and I think I'm in, but there's a guy right behind me, and it was one-on-one with the keeper. Next time I just have to be more aware. Here they get a free kick, and it's just our goalie misjudges it, and they end up going up 2-0. I got subbed out about 5 minutes ago, but here X gets a huge chance one-on-one with the keeper, and it just feels like everyone's off today. Here's another huge chance right before the end of the half. Chase clips it in behind him, Mon flicks it over, and I think this one's in, but it was not. Going into the second half, I don't end up starting, but E gets a great chance here, plays it through to Diego. and Diego has a good shot, but just a little bit wide. The next play, they get a great chance and end up finishing. We go down 3-0. Here we get quite the debatable goal, but we end up getting the call, and it is a goal. Here's a replay of the goal. The other team thought it was a handball, but ref didn't think that way. I was subbed on at that point, but here's the next play. I kind of just flick it over to Mon, and then he plays it back, and then we play and go forward. Here X wins the ball, plays it to me, and I kind of hold up and then set it back, and then we go forward. End up getting about a half chance out of this. Here's something I'm gonna regret for quite a while. I'm on a yellow, I make a tackle, and the ref doesn't like that, and he ends up giving me a second yellow, so I get a red, and I'm out for the game. Next time, I just can't go on the ground when I have a yellow. Here we get a great chance. E takes it down the line, makes a great move, plays it across, and X with the tap-in. It's 3-2. In the end, we couldn't make a comeback, but we played really good, just couldn't finish in the end. 4 hours later, made it home.